You're building something cool in your AI coding tool. 5 turns in, it forgets what you asked for. You repeat yourself. It suggests the wrong framework. You correct it again. By turn 20, you're debugging code that contradicts what you built 10 minutes ago. Sound familiar? Every developer using AI hits this wall. The AI loses context, you lose time, your workflow breaks down. Here's the thing. 2 tools just dropped that fix this completely. And I'm about to show you exactly how to use them. Hey, I'm Ava. I teach people how to actually use AI tools instead of fighting them. Today we're talking about Gemini Conductor and GLM 4.7. These just launched in December 2025, and they're changing how we build with AI. Let me show you what makes them different. Gemini Conductor solves this problem. It came out December 17th from Google. Instead of keeping context in chat logs, it puts context in your code base. Real Markdown files that live next to your code. Let me explain how this works. When you install Conductor, you run one command. Setup. Conductor asks you questions about your project. What are you building? Who's it for? What's your tech stack? Python or JavaScript? React or Vue? What's your workflow? Do you do test-driven development? Do you have specific coding standards? You answer these once. Conductor writes it down in Markdown files. Product.md describes what you're building. TechStack.md lists your tools and frameworks. Workflow.md explains how your team codes. These files live in your repo. They're version controlled. They're persistent. Now here's where it gets good. Every time you build a new feature, Conductor reads those files first. It knows your context before you type anything. You say build a login feature. Conductor doesn't just start coding. It creates a spec, a formal document explaining what it's about to build. Then it creates a plan, a checklist of tasks broken into phases. You review the plan, you approve it, or you edit it. Then Conductor executes. It checks off tasks as it goes. If you need to stop, grab coffee, switch computers, no problem. The state lives in a Markdown file. You come back tomorrow, run implement again, it picks up exactly where it left off. This is context-driven development. Your project documentation is the source of truth. If something goes wrong, you can revert. Conductor has checkpoints to roll back. You can even edit the plan mid-execution. Now let's talk about GLM 4.7. This dropped December 22nd from Z.AI. It's a completely different tool, but it solves the same core problem. Context loss. GLM 4.7 is a coding model, like Claude or GPT, but specialized for development work. It works inside Claude Code, Kilo Code, Klein, Roo Code, all the coding agents. What makes it special is something called preserved thinking. Here's how normal AI models work. You ask a question. The model thinks. It responds. Next turn, it thinks again from scratch. By turn 20, it might contradict what it said in turn 5. It doesn't remember its own reasoning. GLM 4.7 keeps its thinking blocks across the entire conversation. It thinks before every response. But it doesn't forget what it thought before. When it made a decision about your architecture in turn 3, it remembers that in turn 30. This reduces contradictions. It maintains consistency. Your long coding sessions stay coherent. The benchmarks show this. On SWE-bench, which tests real-world coding tasks, GLM 4.7 hits 73.8%. That's competitive with Claude Sonnet 4.5. On SWE-bench multilingual, it jumps to 66.7%. That's a 12.9% improvement over the previous version. But the big one is Terminal Bench 2.0. This tests how well models handle command-line tasks, complex workflows, multi-step processes. The old version, GLM 4.6, scored 24.5%. Not great. GLM 4.7 hits 41%. That's a 16.5% jump. You feel this difference immediately. The model doesn't panic when something fails. It retries sensibly. It recovers better. When I first started using these tools, I was overwhelmed. Too many options, too many settings. That's when I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom. 1,800 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. Now here's where this gets really powerful. You can use Conductor and GLM 4.7 together. Conductor provides persistent context files. GLM 4.7 provides reasoning that stays consistent across turns. You get file-based context plus preserved reasoning. No more context loss, no more contradictions. Let's talk about when to use each tool. Use Conductor when you want structured workflows, when you're working on a team and need shared context, when you have an existing codebase and want the AI to understand your patterns, when you want to review plans before code gets written, when you need checkpoints and the ability to revert work. Use GLM 4.7 when you need long coding sessions that stay consistent, when you're working in terminal-based workflows, when you want better UI generation, when Claude or GPT prices are too high for your usage, when you want an open source model you can run locally. Use both when you want the absolute best workflow. Conductor for structure and planning. GLM 4.7 for smart, consistent execution. They complement each other perfectly. Here's what this means for your actual work. Less time repeating yourself, less time fixing contradictions, more time building and shipping. Your team works better with shared context files. Everyone follows the same standards. Both tools just launched. Conductor December 17th, GLM 4.7 December 22nd. Most developers haven't heard of them yet. Conductor installs through Gemini CLI with one command. It works with new projects and existing code bases. The brownfield support is solid. It analyzes your current code and creates context files that match your patterns. GLM 4.7 works through Claude Code, Kilo Code, Klein, and Rue Code. You can use it via the Z.AI API or run it locally with VLLM or SGLang. The $3 per month API plan gives you access without needing data center GPUs. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 1,800 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working, what's not. Which tools are worth your time. Which ones to skip. No hype. Just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out. If you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. Context loss is the biggest problem in AI coding. Gemini Conductor solves it with persistent files. GLM 4.7 solves it with preserved thinking. Together, they give you the most reliable AI coding workflow available right now. Links for everything are in the description. Go test these tools. Build something. See how much faster you move when the AI actually remembers what you're doing. That's it for today. Now you know how to build and automate anything without losing context. Go try it.